Welcome, everybody. Andy and Steve from wagertalk.com. We're going to try and get you ready for the weekend. We're going to do our Road to Millions update and see what we got. We do have a pretty big weekend, even though there's not a whole lot of sports going on. We'll go over last night, and of course, we'll go over a free play. So, Steve, it wasn't a great betting night for us last night. I guess where do we want to start? I guess let's talk about NBA just a little bit. We lost on the Grant Williams over points and rebounds by half. We had 10.5. He ends with 10. I don't know how many times he could have gotten a rebound. He only made one shot, which is bizarre. But I want to talk about two things with this. First, let's recap the play and what happened last night. So from your angle, what happened?
Yeah, so like you said, we had the Williams over 10.5 points plus rebounds. He had gotten there comfortably, ever since they've been giving him major minutes in the 3 games prior. And like you said, he just had every opportunity. Well, not every opportunity in a sense, because he only takes 4 shots. He only hits 1. All of them were 3-pointers, which is kind of typical for him. But he does usually get a couple of 2-pointers along the way too. He misses a free throw, which that would have gotten us there in the long run if he hits that first quarter or second quarter free throw. And then, like you said, he's out there with the second and even he's like the floor leader with the third unit basically, and he's out there. He could have collected a rebound. There was one point where he had one, and then there was a foul that got called that's taken it away. He hoists up that 3-pointer towards the ends, where obviously that gets us there. It just, it just feels like everything went the opposite way that we needed it to towards the stretch. You know what I mean? And it's an unfortunate loss on the hook. It feels like one that we should have won, though.
Well, here's what I would like to talk about, and that's not abandoning the play and going back to it. I preach this, and sometimes I'm guilty of getting away from it. Like, you end up scared to go back to this guy. He didn't get there again, but you just went over. It was kind of crazy that he didn't get there. Like, how did only makes one shot, only takes 4 of them, only gets 4 rebounds, and everything goes. So the odds of that happening again are fairly slim, and he's been getting over this total a lot. And Malcolm Brogdon is clearly hurt. I think we need to go right back to it.
Yeah, I agree, and we probably will get a better number on it now. Maybe just one less after that game, maybe not, but 10.5, I would still feel comfortable taking it again. The Celtics still need him out there to guard the bigs. He's been really their most, before last night, he had been their most productive big in the 3 prior games.
Yeah.
And I'm just comfortable with a guy that does what he does, getting 11 points plus rebounds, playing about 30 minutes, 29, 30 minutes a night.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hi, Corbin. And then we got a question here from Rock. Should I wager on large money line favorites and just take the small profit and move on? Example, the Astros are minus 285. Does it matter how I wager my 3%, basically? Well, taking big money line favorites, it's a great question. You have to really, really feel great about your money line favorite in order to do that. So you're talking about the Astros, and I know they play the Athletics. It's certainly you would certainly expect the Astros to win, but I would say that you're only going to wager probably maybe 1 to 2% of your bankroll total on this. Like I wouldn't risk 9% of your bankroll to win your 3% on a minus 285. Does that make sense? I do take some big money line favorites. You have to handicap the ever living what out of it to feel great on those, because it doesn't take too many of those losses to really wreck it. I use them more in like golf and Formula One and UFC. But Steve, you're the baseball guy. We've been really kind of working on playing the same things over and over, but we've been taking the run line a lot. So you deal with baseball a lot. What's the difference between the money line and the run line when you're looking at numbers this big?
Yeah, I'll usually opt to obviously get rid of some of that juice and take the run line, especially if it sounds weird, but especially if it's a road team, you know what I mean? Because I hate that when you have the home team and they don't get to bat in the 9th inning, and then if the game goes to extras, you're basically you basically need a multi-run homer to win that bet now. You know what I mean? But with the team in this situation in particular, I mean, with a team like the Astros, I'm gonna opt to take the run line. It cuts it down to I think negative 150 today, so that mitigates a lot of that juice. And really, they're on the road. They're a potent offense. You know what I mean? Against a team that's going to make a lot of mistakes, has the worst bullpen, in the majors. You know what I mean? So I would lean towards going with the run line to get rid of some of that juice. But still, even at 150 on a run line, that's pretty hefty. So you got to play it light, tread lightly on these plays. And like you said, if you need to check every box if you're going to take something with that kind of juice. It can't just be a nightly thing because you're going to get clobbered in the
Yeah.
long run if you take that kind of juice, obviously.
So I don't, and I know some people might be saying, yeah, I think, oh, just use it as a parlay piece. I very rarely use daily sports and parlay pieces. There's just so much that can kind of go wrong. I use weekly sports or series bets or something like that. It's kind of tough to use these for parlay pieces. So Rock, if you are going to do this, I would not wager, like I would not risk more than 1 or 2% of your bankroll. Like just try and make a 0.5% or 0.75% to kind of get you going. I would not risk any more than that on your bankroll to try and chip away at it.
Yeah, and another sneaky thing you can do there is look at the team total potentially. I'm assuming that the Astros are at 5.5 tonight, but if you can get it at 4.5, as opposed to the run line, sometimes it's a way to work around it. You look at it and you just take away what the other team is going to do, and now because the odds of it being 4-0, 3-1, 2-1 ball game are kind of slimmer, are kind of slim. So just take the other team's bats out of it, and you could roll with the Astros on the team total, depending on the circumstances. I know tonight it's not a bad spot against Caprillion,
No,
so he's
no,
he's been a
it's not.
train wreck. So
Yeah, so that's kind of our best advice, Rock. Let us know how it works, and on our journey to make our 3%, little plays like that, absolutely have their place. Just adding that 0.5%, 0.75% really, really makes a big difference. So, shout out to Joey, first week aiming for a road to millions, starting bankroll 2,000. Currently 90 away from my 3% for the week. Congratulations. Reset day I have set for Tuesday since my local book ends on Monday nights. Perfect. You got your reset day, stick to it. You only need $90 to make your 3%. So you're in a really good spot where you don't have to risk a ton to make that. So awesome job, Joey. Keep us updated on that. And Greg was talking about the A's game. I was actually looking at the first 3 innings. Like, will Oakland score? They actually do that a lot. As bad as they are, if they score, it's kind of early in the game. I
it's
went
funny
in.
you say that because last night they scored their two in the first inning, and you're like, yeah, and then they go goose eggs the rest of the way. So
Yeah. I was looking at that and I was like, first 3 innings, they suck and it's only 1 run. And I went into it researching it and I was like, oh man, we gotta play the under. They don't do it. And after researching it, I was like, we need to play the over. This is a good bet.
yeah.
This is a good bet. So
So,
no, those will not be added to our portfolio. So let's see. So yeah, so the baseball plays, we've got 3 small baseball plays that are up right now. They're each of them at 1%. Um, I think I am going to play him. I took yesterday off. You guys know I wasn't in a very good spot, but I will. I'm going to sprinkle each of those. I've got some golf pending plays, and I've got I got a Formula One practice play that is wrapping up soon here. So we'll see how the day goes. I'm down a bit for the week, so need to have a good week. And I will say I put up a road to the UFC play and that's even money. It's even plus money at some spots. So that's a fantastic play. We love that one. We've been pretty good on those. So get those, and then Formula One, and then we'll just see what happens when the Grant Williams play comes out. But we will definitely come back to that. I don't want to abandon a play because it kind of miraculously loses when a bunch of kind of unforeseen things happen with it. So and then, well, Corbin, you just beat me to it. Monday starts French Open, so licking our chops for French Open plays. So we've got a 3%, 2%, 1%, and you're playing all those. We play all the tennis majors at the indicated percentages, so that's kind of what we're looking forward to over the next couple days. So Let's see. Anything else you noticed from last night, or we're still kind of plugging away, huh?
Yeah, we're still kind of plugging away. I think that we've identified some good trends moving forward in our plays for today. That are plays that we could in the MLB that we can ride moving forward. I think we'll go over one of them in a little bit though.
Yeah. I'm going to be on Wager Talk today, and then we are going to have Wager Talk's doing an NBA tip-off show today, so we'll have that. We do have some promo codes up every Friday. You guys know if you just want a 3-day pass, it's $39. Use the promo code Andy3. Get you 3 days, so that'll get you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's the last week of the month, so we're offering our 30-day pass. You can use the promo code Andy30. Get your 30-day pass for $159. I do recommend this, especially now because you're going to get all the French Open plays to start the month off. So we always expect good units coming from that. If you just want the French Open plays, you can get that. That's up on Wager Talk. Just get the 30-day pass. It'll get you everything, and you can do the Road to Millions with us for about a month. So all those are available at wagertalk.com. All right, Steve, you ready to do a free play?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, spoiler, what we do is I clip this segment out to put it on Twitter. So if it sounds like we're kind of resetting here to do the free play,
Yeah.
we 100% are. So bear with us. This is a little behind the scenes on production. So, all right, Steve, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's see. We'll start with the promo code. All right, here we go. 80 and Steve from wagertalk.com. We're going to go over a free play in MLB. We've got a player prop that we just absolutely love. If you want to grab 30 days of our plays, just use the promo code Andy30 for a 30-day pass for $159. Or if you're just interested in the weekend plays, every Friday we have the promo code Andy3 for a 3-day pass for $39. Steve, this is a really, really interesting play that you have discovered. It's been lights out through the season. Let's try and play it again for a little bit. We got this as a 1% play. Let's talk about Grayson Rodriguez and his outs prop.
Yeah, so we're going to be going with his under 15 and a half outs. So we just need him to not pitch past the fifth inning, essentially. Well, just not record an out into the sixth inning. He has only done that once this season in 9 starts. So that's an 89% success rate on this play. That includes a start against the Texas Rangers, who he faces today, where he only pitched 5 innings. They're a top 5 offense against righties of almost any category that you look at. They're top 5. They slug against both sides of the plate, but they're great against righties as well. Rodriguez is a rookie, so the Orioles are going to manage his innings. They're not going to overextend him at any point this season, and the bullpen's in pretty good shape as well for the O's. They only used 2 bullpen arms yesterday, so I don't see why he would pitch past the 5th inning tonight. I'm assuming that the Rangers get on him early and knock him out for us, cash this ticket.
All right, so let's lock in Grayson Rodriguez under 15 and a half outs. We have 2 other baseball plays that are up, and of course we have our Formula One, we have our golf plays, our road to UFC. All that is up at wagertalk.com. So, all right, good stuff. And we are going to have some pretty exciting things about the Road to Millions coming up next week. So I think there's going to be a pretty big surprise coming. So very excited about it. So awesome stuff, Steve. Good luck this weekend, guys. We'll probably have some free play videos this weekend. So hopefully we catch you guys. If not, we'll see you Monday.
Have a great weekend.